What's going on, gang? The Vestroyan stuff is back in the shop. So if you want to get that really good Ripper gun skin, now's the time to do it. Anyway, we're playing Arbitrator. Someone who has not gotten cosmetics yet. I don't know, what am I playing? What am I playing? Who am I? What build am I going? Impacts, Castigator stance. Could do that. A little break the line action. Yeah, let's do break the line. But let's run a bolt gun. Alright. Let me get back in my normal intro spot. And let me do an actual intro. Let me clear my throat. You can hear it on the mic. I'll lean away though. I had pork chops for dinner and I got a little bit of the seasoning in my throat. Or the breadcrumbs, I guess? I don't know. Anyway, to start off, before we get into the build, I will be a Pro ZD defender till the day I die. He's gotten some heat on Twitter to the point where he got off Twitter. He's quitting Twitter, which I think is good for his mental health, I think, because he is getting hate that he does not deserve. He is in a upcoming show by Glitch. People are doing Amazing Digital Circus and Murder, Love, Death Drones or whatever, called The Knights of Guinevere. I think that's the name. And ProZD is voice acting in characters not Asian. And there's been a hate, like a racist hate tirade against him for the longest time, because he said people are lying and say he said, oh, you know, if you're Asian, you should only voice Asian characters or whatever. Like, you should only hire, you know, black people to voice black actors. And it's just, that lie has been perpetuated and spewed by, like, grifters all over. Here's what he originally said. Not verbatim, but pretty much paraphrased. Yeah, you know, I think I'd probably have more opportunities if I was a white guy, but I think more studios are becoming more comfortable with, with hiring more authentically. So, you know, it's you know, it is what it is. It's going out for me. That's pretty much what he said. He said, you know, it's not, the voice acting sphere isn't all white people now. That's literally what he said. And people are like trying to say, oh, so you think only Asian characters should voice, or Asian people should voice Asian characters? It's like, wow, I want to beat you all to death with hammers. Anyway, the build we're going for, speaking of hammers, the Arbites Shockmaul with the bolt gun. We have Cavalcade and Shattering Impact with Thunderous and Relentless Strikes. And we have No Escape, Target Neutralized, Hammer, Judgment, Force of Will, Shield Plates. We'll take Shockmine, Concussive, Ammo Belt, Suppression Force, Breaking and Ascent, Plasteel Plates with Cleave and Impact. We have Break the Line, Condemnation from Condemnation, Engage. Targeted Brutality. Yeah. And then we have Justified Measures, Street Smarts, Monstrosity Hunter, Hold the Line, Emperor's Fist, Drive Them Back, Forceful, True Grit, Targets Acquired, Will of the Lex, and Arbites Vigilant. That's the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? I kind of regret. Oh my god, voice crack there makes me sound like I'm crying. I regret joining college. This shit sucks, man. I drop out, but I can't without having to pay back the money I've already gotten from the Pell Grant, which is about $600. So it's like sunk cost fallacy. I'll just tough it out, get my associates, do the bare minimum, and do it as I do. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, I'm not readied up. Oopsie. I thought I hit the ready up button. Yeah, I don't know. It's also that Zealot top is hot. Can I say it? It's like, man, it's just like I look at the assignments I'm getting and I'm like, The worst part is the discussion things, having to like discuss with my fellow classmates, like, oh, give me 4 to 5 sentences about this classmate's post about blah 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 blah. And it's like, I don't give a shit. Kind of like put on the fake, genuine, like, oh, I think your post is very interesting about the fall of the Bronze Age Empire. You might be onto something, that climate change wasn't that big of a factor, even though it fucking was, right?
Felicitations and my humble
like, climate change, okay, look, fall of the Bronze Age. So there was a myriad of events going on, but the biggest factor was there was a 300-year-long dry spell, so bad to the point in Cyprus, which is where the tin mine was, and you need tin to make copper, if you didn't know that. And copper was, or bronze, tin to make bronze, tin and copper to make bronze, sorry. And Cyprus literally couldn't grow any basic agriculture. So it was, like, that was less than 300 years, by the way. So, it was bad news bears. My sound card does not like this one. And then on top of this giraffe, and once again, if people don't eat, one, they're not going to work, and two, they're not going to, well, get work, so they're going to leave areas. So that not only does that incredibly highly affect trade, because the closest, like, there's like small compromise around, but like the closest other like compromise big enough to support the Bronze Age nations of like Egypt, Mesopotamia, obviously Cyprus, and the other one was in Saudi Arabia. All right, well, like what would be modern day Saudi Arabia? So honestly, that's not going to work. That's a little too far. And on top of that, regions in the area were suffering from what was called earthquake storms, which lasted about 50 years or something. Where essentially like earthquakes kept causing other earthquakes, and it was just like destabilizing the region, like destroying cities and whatnot. And we know that the earthquakes destroyed cities because the walls, when there's an earthquake with these ancient walls, they fall inwards, and like there was people crushed underneath the walls. So that's how like the powerful part of like these earthquakes were destroying cities. So not only was it not safe to live in, there was no food. People's population centers were being either abandoned or destroyed by nature. And, you know, the only like country who was doing okay with it, because one, it wasn't there in was Egypt, and obviously the Nile will provide, so there's no, they didn't need to worry about agriculture. But even then, the lack of trade still greatly affected Egypt. Because obviously that's where Egypt got all its money, right? It was from trade. But, you know, and these things alone are pretty bad, right? But on top of that, then came this invasion of what was known as the Sea Peoples. And the Sea Peoples were essentially like a bunch of different cultures from like Greek, like some Anglo-Saxons, and like other cultures from like nearby areas coming in, and they were sort of, well, they were invading. They were, you know, attacking. Like they were doing hit and run sort of tactics where they were running and then like hitting and running and essentially like draining people out. And they had a really good way to counter chariots, and chariots were the big thing at the time. Because like one chariot crew could, you know, do quite well, but the Sea Peoples had a way of essentially like not really like having no chariots of their own. They didn't form like standard war lines, and they kind of like did some like fucked up shits where they would end up surrounding and cutting off the chariots from their support spearmen, and then essentially picking them up. And losing a chariot is like a Bronze Age equivalent to like losing like a battleship essentially. So the Sea People were essentially picking off these other countries, like, eating the scraps of them. And their invasion was going great. Like, I'd be incredibly surprised if these people thought their invasion would even go half as good as it did. And the only reason why the Sea People were actually ended up defeated was because they went to try to go after Egypt. So at the mouth of the Nile, Egypt put every single, like they put a bunch of boats at the mouth of the Nile filled with archers to like rain hell down on the Sea People as they arrived. And then every single spearman in Egypt, their words obviously taken with a grain of salt, showed up and helped fight the Sea People off with like every single chariot as well. And then, you know, they plastered the Sea People. Egypt was incredibly powerful even in this weakened state. Now, Egypt definitely didn't survive it. Like, yes, Egypt survived the Bronze Age, but we're putting heavy quotation marks around the survival part. Anyway, TLDR, climate change is bad. Also in the Bronze Age in East Asia, or West Asia, East Asia? Yeah, China's East Asia. Bronze Age West Asia is Mesopotamia, Egypt, and all that, I think. East Asia is like China. The Yellow River Yellow River's a mean son of a bitch. I haven't done my full stats on that yet. Yeah, right. Fucking piece about it. I had a feeling that would happen to me. Oh, I had a feeling it was going to happen. That was unlucky. I didn't think it would fucking ping pong me off the wall, though. I didn't have to pay the money back. I would not be in trouble. You know what they say, seized it. I'm more sad about losing my mods, to be honest. Despot killer. Yeah, my art teacher's pissing me off, and like my English class started today, and that teacher's already pissing me off. Like one of the instructions in the class, like, oh, what are your expectations and goals for this class? I just need to be here for the English class credit. I'm taking what I assume is the easiest English class Jackie has. Maybe I should ask like a counselor if there is, or like a teacher so I can get an easier one, but like, I'm not looking forward to writing essays. I was never good at writing assignments. I have to do them for fucking history and English. I mean, I have to do a book critique for history in the Chicago book critique style. Unfortunately, the book critiques were 400 points in my grade along with the final paper, which is worth 400 points in the grade. I should have trusted my gut. I mean, the only reason why I'm in college is because I was just really hoping that I picked the easiest one, which I was like kind of told that they were, but maybe I didn't hear the problem. I'm not an academic person. I've come to terms with my life that I'm not a very smart person. I'm not meant to be a very smart person. I don't know that. No, I fucked up. Jump. Oh, never mind. It worked out. Oh, hello. I thought you were going to come from down there. Yeah, like, I'm not a very good learning person. Like, yeah. But anyway, I think I got a job. By the way, I had an interview, and it was going well, and it was like, oh yeah, we'll email you, and we'll get you, here's like where our training stuff is. It might, and they were like, we're going to shoot for the 15th to start the training, but our office is still being set up, so it might be delayed like a day or two. But like, they never actually like officially said, yeah, you got the job, we'll start you, whatever. It was just like, ooh. So I don't know, I guess we'll figure it out. I hope I got a job because it's a starting pay $23, and all I'm doing is selling windows in a Costco. It's like easy, fucking easy. It's probably easy as fuck to sell stuff in Costco. It's Costco. I'm drinking coffee this morning. It's 11 p.m. if that adds any length to the coffee's existence for you.
And if you don't... Tell me, does the phrase frozen solid mean anything to you?
Oh. My fucking back did the thing today. I was doing my laundry. I should have lifted with my knees, but I bent up to pick up my pretty much empty laundry basket. my sound card. And I just felt that sharp pain in my back. I was like, well, I guess we're done for the next few days. That's how it is. I hope I got the job. It's a starting pay of $23 an hour. I love that. Stab me. Feel like an old. Just throw a fucking discus over there. Hey, I played some new Helldiver stuff today. I gotta do some solo dives on it, but I gotta practice the mission. Holy moly. Those missions are hard as fuck, and I wasn't even on difficulty 10. I was playing them on 7 with my friends. On my artist friend on her stream. Follow her on Twitch. Both her Twitches. Lorelei's Lexicon and Bringing Out Felcast. She's great. She's my artist. Also commissioned. That chick. She'll draw boobies for you if you pay her. That's pretty cool. Sweet Lotus. Yeah, that shit is hard. It is hard as fuck. The caves is hard as hell. The sandworm of Arrakis, he's a little spooky, but he can sometimes get you because like he can just kind of like get you, dive from under you, but he's not too bad. Got 2 scaffoldings with 1 bolt. Yeah, the cave missions are hard as fuck because you don't get your stratagem, so you have to go in with purely whatever's on your backpack. And like normally how I deal with bugs is I put on the 75% fire damage resist armor, and then I just take napalm barrages, I take flamethrower, eagle airstrike, the napalm airstrike, and then I take like either a supply pack or I just run like a Gatling sentry or a flame turret if I'm taking extra city. And then, or not I'll run a sentry, either autocannon or Gatling or a flame turret, depending on how I'm feeling as a vibe. Autocannon, because obviously sometimes you just gotta deal with battle titans. Over here. That's fucked up. And obviously that stuff doesn't work in the damn turrets or the caves because you can't call in strategy. So you have to go in with whatever you want. So I've been trying. I tried flamethrower, supply pack, and they're just like turrets for when I get to the spots where there's open. It's like, so there's some spots in the cave that are open ceilings, like at objectives and obviously the extract.
Take the head before he dies.
Not here. No tripping. What was that? Yeah, and that one was a bit rough with multiple people. It wasn't even a thing of like, oh, I killed like my friends or whatever. It was just like, man, the flamethrower was really nice. In these cramped spaces where I can't really move around that well, it's really nice. And then I tried supply pack, supply pack, not supply pack. I have enough black handles so I don't need to supply anymore. And I did the heavy machine gun because like, oh, I need something to like pressure. And that worked out pretty okay. But I did feel like I missed a bunch. It was just like one of those things where like, you really only get like 2 stratagems at most, like most of the time in the game, like backpackers and then your special. So it's like, would it be better to take something like a recoilless rifle, so you have an easy way to deal with like pressures or biopowders or whatever, because biopowders can spawn in the caves? Or would it be better to just run like cord clear with the machine gun, like the normal machine gun, like the M40 or whatever it is, and just like deal with the enemies as you go, like if you can get them to an objective, so you can drop your turrets or whatever. It's hard to do. I'm gonna try I unlocked the DS computer, so I'm gonna try going in there with that and see how we go with that. Probably take like arc armor. Arc armor I feel like just for the DS guys would be shit. I'll take like I don't know the Judah armor, the cop armor, the heavy cop armor that makes chest bleeding's pretty good. It gives you explosion damage resist, which I think is good against the skewers, which is nice because the skewers are Satan incarnate. I don't know why I did that. I knew that would be I guess I could also take just the straight up 300 armor, heavy armor. That could also work, just go for straight like stats rather than passives. Possibility. Could be the vibe actually. I'll figure something out. The biggest issue, honestly, is the dragons. The dragons are the vile moths, or whatever the fuck they're called. They're dragons. They breathe fire, and they're assholes. Flying vile things. I was gonna throw it, and then they all got toxic, so I figured they gotta be pretty low. And they got CC anyway, so it's fine. That's like the biggest issue, because I don't have a reliable way to kill those. Luckily, they only appear like above objectives because that's the only area there is. So theoretically, like Autumn or Raquel can handle it. Autumn and Raquel is the rocket teams will be the Autumn. But I guess they'll die in one shot if they deploy this rifle. So if you can hit the headshot, I guess it doesn't matter. But then the issue is like how much recoilless ammo am I really gonna have by the time I'm at an objective? Which is why it's like, maybe you take the machine gun and just try to tank the heavies at the objectives. Something to think about. It's just something to think about. Or maybe do I try to stealth through it? You know, I don't really know how well stealthing will go for it because it's very close quarters. I mean, I think like shotguns are pretty good in that area, especially like incendiary or like or the medium armor pen shotgun or whatever the fuck. That was pretty good. The Halo OTST ones or one of the drum magazine ones. I'll figure it out. I say shotguns just because you don't really want to like be wasting your clip. And shotguns are going to be your most ammo efficient. I think the Halo ODST shotgun is probably like the best shotgun in the game. So it's pretty good to just run that because you're going to be killing most things in like 1 or 2 shots with that thing. Even like some of the heavier like princes or whatever. The Royal Guard stuff. I will say, once again, the burrowers, though, are evil. The burrowing fucking spewers are evil. The spewers are evil. Spewers will one-shot you, and that's rude.
Skillful strike! You surprise me!
Out of ammo!
sound of water in my water bottle. Sad day.
Given the likelihood of violence, I'll be of more use in the control oubliette. I'll require the strike team to assist from outside.
Maybe steel is nothing to the value of your own skin? Is that it?
Hardly. The exposed wiring of the control oubliette is potentially lethal.
Alright. Bear C questions. Does Helldivers count as friend slots? I think that's a question we have to ask ourselves. Because I don't think Darktide counts as friend slot. It takes itself a little too seriously. But Helldivers is kind of like silly, you know? Things to ask yourself.
No staring eyes on a body count. Oh, I said it.
There we are. So, alright, will the RNG lead? We shall see. And so far, so good. They were saying, why not just time the ladder? They didn't want to get hit on it. That's all. I'm gonna send my dog after that one just because I hate him.
I can argue with your mana, Firebrand.
Oh yeah, by the way, shout out Jeff because I was technically in one of his videos. I was playing some of the Vermintide closed beta with him at the event. And he pretty much had, we shared similar opinions on it. It's like, it's cool, it should be a year-round thing. They should have some, like, being able to buy the old event cosmetics should be a permanent thing. And then also, Vermintide 3. That wasn't really my thing, but it was, I was like, man, they should do more with Vermintide 2, because it's so good. But then this video was like, it's time for Vermintide 3. He just kind of spit facts, to be honest. Because he was like, oh yeah, we can have like way more if you have like, you know, he updated, like, you know, all this other stuff. Like, it'd be better to just include all this stuff in the new game so it all works together. You have the original 5 of the Ubers, right? 5, Sienna, the Saltspire, Varden, the elf guy and the human guy. Oh my god. And then you have like a lizard man. You add a freaking. You add an ogre. You add an ice witch from the ice witch place. Fuck. Plutonium, no, plutonium is you know, these things.
Very good. You've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, we got like the easy. We didn't have to do too much with it.
The process appears to be concluded. I never doubted the end result.
The worst one is the one you have to run around and look at
Rock, take you. Don't tell Cheryl, but I've been a worshiper for quite some time.
my RFK impression. Pretty good. just getting ready. Ooh. Nice shot. Oh, my back hurts so bad in real life, not like a metaphorical me carrying the team because I died like twice. If my voice ever gets quiet in this video, just assume I'm leaning back for some sort of effect. Alrighty, well, if you made this fun video, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, or don't. I'm not your mother, but you better brush teeth. Now have a good one. Bye-bye.